In just 8 minutes, get the key takeaways from a 1-hour The Bulwark podcast with Sarah Longwell and Adrian Carrasquillo, posted on February 15th, 2025. From mass deportations to voter reactions, we break it all down. Fast, clear, and insightful. Stick around till the end for surprising insights you won't hear anywhere else. Here are the key takeaways from the podcast. Takeaway 1. Immigration is Trump's signature issue. Donald Trump built his political career on immigration, and it remains one of his core issues. His messaging frames immigration as an invasion, which justifies extreme measures like shutting down the border and mass deportations. His administration has proposed policies like using Guantanamo Bay for detainees and denying asylum seekers based on disease concerns. Many Republican voters support these policies, believing they will restore order. For example, voters in focus groups described immigration as the #1 issue after the economy, and they see Trump's strict stance as necessary, even if it means breaking up families. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. Democrats have lost the immigration narrative. For years, Democrats pushed for immigration reform, but they have failed to present a clear stance. The Republican message, "The border is open," has been repeated so often that many voters believe it, even if the facts say otherwise. Democrats have been slow to counteract Republican messaging, making them appear weak on border security. Many former Democratic voters now lean toward Trump, feeling their concerns about border control were ignored. For example, in a 2024 Gallup poll, 55% of Americans said immigration should be decreased, a sharp rise from previous years. What do you think? Should Democrats push for stricter border control, or should they focus on defending immigrants? Comment below. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3. Voters want immigration reform, but not cruelty. Many voters want strong border control, but also humane treatment of immigrants. Some Hispanic Trump supporters approve of deportations, but feel uneasy about harsh policies like family separations. People support deporting criminals, but get uncomfortable when it affects longtime residents and families. There is a growing fear that mass deportations will harm communities rather than fix problems. For example, one Hispanic voter in the focus group said they wanted immigration enforcement, but felt uneasy seeing ICE vehicles lined up outside schools, checking children's paperwork. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4. The do it legally argument is misunderstood. Many Americans say, "I support immigration, but they should come the right way." They don't realize that legal immigration is often a years-long, complicated process. The system is so restrictive that many people risk their lives crossing illegally because they have no other option. Voters assume that if their ancestors immigrated legally, it should still be that easy today. But it isn't. For example, focus group participants who had family members who immigrated decades ago believe today's immigrants could follow the same process, not realizing that legal pathways have been severely restricted. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5. Crime and immigration are being linked even without evidence. Voters increasingly believe crime is tied to immigration, despite statistics showing otherwise. Republican messaging highlights individual cases of crimes committed by immigrants, reinforcing fear. The media landscape, particularly platforms like Fox News and social media, fuels these perceptions. Some voters believe New York City has turned into a third-world country due to immigration, even if crime rates have dropped since the 1990s. For example, one voter claimed, "Migrant crime is out of control," while ignoring that crime statistics do not support this narrative. We're halfway through the video. Thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. To see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. The economy still shapes immigration views. Some voters believe immigrants take jobs from Americans, while others recognize they fill roles that citizens do not want. States that crack down on undocumented workers, like Alabama and Arizona, saw crops rot in fields because Americans refused the jobs immigrants used to do. Many former Biden voters switched to Trump, believing immigration is worsening homelessness and job shortages. Republican leaders strategically bused migrants to Democratic cities, creating local crises that reinforced anti-immigrant sentiment. For example, in Denver, officials struggled to manage 200 migrants arriving daily, which put pressure on city resources and fueled frustration among residents. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Some Trump voters are uncomfortable with the crackdown. While many support strict immigration policies, some are surprised at the scale of deportations. Voters assumed only criminals would be targeted, but now see longtime residents and workers being deported. Some legal immigrants and even U.S. citizens are caught up in ICE raids, leading to fear within communities. This discomfort might create a weak spot for Trump's immigration policies. For example, one voter said, "I thought we were just going after criminals, not families," after hearing about Puerto Ricans, who are U.S. citizens, being mistakenly detained. What do you think? Should ICE be more careful in its enforcement, or is any crackdown necessary? Drop your thoughts below. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. Birthright citizenship is under attack. Trump wants to end birthright citizenship for children of undocumented immigrants, despite it being protected by the 14th Amendment. Many voters misunderstand the law and assume immigrants are abusing the system by having anchor babies. Some believe this rule should be changed retroactively, affecting children already born in the U.S. This policy would disproportionately impact Hispanic communities and could lead to constitutional challenges. For example, a focus group voter claimed every pregnant woman they saw in a migrant shelter was strategically having babies to secure U.S. citizenship, without evidence. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Puerto Ricans are being caught in the immigration dragnet. Puerto Ricans, who are U.S. citizens, have been mistakenly detained by ICE. Some now carry their passports to prove their citizenship, fearing wrongful deportation. This has fueled concerns among Latino voters, especially in states where Trump gained support. The issue highlights broader racial profiling concerns in immigration enforcement. For example, a Puerto Rican military veteran in New York was detained by ICE despite being a U.S. citizen. His coworkers were shocked that immigration agents treated him like an undocumented immigrant. Now, let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Trump's immigration policies could backfire. Some voters who supported Trump's policies are now reconsidering as they see them play out. Hispanic voters who backed Trump for economic reasons are realizing immigration crackdowns could affect their own families. Local businesses, especially in agriculture and hospitality, may suffer labor shortages due to deportations. If the economy worsens, frustration with Trump's strict policies could grow. For example, a woman in a focus group initially supported Trump's immigration stance, but became worried when ICE raids targeted her community and affected people she knew. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this summary of the Bulwark podcast informative. If you're interested in learning more about these topics, I encourage you to watch the full podcast on YouTube by clicking on the link in the description below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like below and share this video in your WhatsApp groups. You can also discuss about this video by commenting below. To get more such videos in your timeline, press the subscribe button below.